You just crossed over into the female zone.
Friday, I became exclusive with somebody. Yesterday, 2 days after we had that conversation, yesterday he sent me a message that he's been thinking about it a lot and he realizes that he doesn't see us together long term. And I was very excited because finally somebody actually liked me and put in effort. Over the first 3 months, took me out on very nice dates, treated me very nicely, and then he ended up doing the same thing that everybody else does. So I'm emotionally drained, and I think I'm going to take a break from dating. Okay, bye.
All right, sister, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. You should actually take a break from dating. Unfortunately, most women, when they say they take a break from dating, what they actually mean is they're going to take a pause until men get their act together. Rarely does a break from dating mean, let me stop, let me figure this out, hold up. Who's the common denominator in all these problems I'm having in my dates? That's me. I really should find out what I am doing wrong that is provoking the exact same results in every date. Nope, I'm sorry, but that's really not what's meant when women say take a break from dating. Now, is this really excusing men? Hell no, I'm not. But usually when men take a break, as in, I'm not going to date anymore, they tend to actually stop and look at themselves and change things up. Not because they want better women. It's just simply put, men think differently. The time and energy they are not dedicating to a date, they're going to turn around and dedicate it to themselves. And I don't mean by, oh, well, I'm going to pat myself on the back and find some emotional healing. No, they're going to be, no. Most men are like, nope, time to work on some projects. Time to go to the gym more often. Time to find a new skill set. Time to concentrate on getting a new promotion. Time to work on the plans I had previously and make them happen for real this time. Something tells this gorilla, that's not what this woman meant by taking a break from dating. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
31, I'm getting a divorce, and a question that keeps getting come up for some reason is, how is dating going for you with tattoos, with hand tattoos? Who would date or would marry a girl with hand tattoos? I've literally never had a problem dating, and I've had hand tattoos since I was like 18, and I'm 31 now. People that I surround myself with are open-minded people, are fun people, are out there people. I'm not dating a bland person. I don't want to. You don't have to have tattoos, but like, what does my tattoos have to do with you? And if you don't like them, then you don't have to date me. But I've never ever had any issues dating because I have hand tattoos. I've actually been engaged twice. One person proposed to me. Second time, I got married to the person. So 2 different people tried to marry me, okay? With hand tattoos and all. Last person I was seeing was begging me to have a child with them. So, no problems here dating with hand tattoos. And if you don't like them, you don't have to date me because I don't like you.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
All right. So, I gotta say, this queen is right on a lot of things that she's saying, but here's the kicker of this whole thing. You see, there are 2 sides to every story. We all know this. There's not a one-sided story to every situation. Now, she says that she's getting divorced. We don't know what that is. I'm not getting into that. I'm just getting into the fact that she said that she doesn't have problems getting dates and she's covered her tattoos. And she worded it a certain way that actually is quite, how would I put this, unique. She said very clearly that she only dates open-minded people. And she said already that some guys want to engage her. Another guy really wanted to have a child with her. And that's key and that's dandy. And you know what? This is what women would call my truth, and I'm pretty sure it is her truth, and I'm pretty sure all that is 100% factual. This girl didn't say, now one thing that she say is a lie. So now that we're clear about it, the only question I have for this queen, and these are all questions, and I believe they're quite valid, is, sister, why did you fail to mention that you have a LonelyFans account? Why did you fail to mention that you actually do corn videos? Why did you fail to mention that you actually use other social media accounts to feed into your main account so you could actually profit off of it? I mean, I have to ask, when you say that you only date open-minded people, did you mean in the general public, just anybody who's open-minded, or did you actually mean people who are in your industry? Because it's a lot easier to date people who are in your industry because you're all understanding of each other. I mean, did you word it that way specifically for that, or did you word it that way because you actually mean, hey, I actually date men in the general public that are open-minded, not that, oh, I consider these guys open-minded because they actually do what I do, or they know what I do and they're accepting of it. You see, these details are key here, sister. So when you're trying to make a case for a woman to date with tattoos and you don't have a problem, it's important, very important, that you bring in all the other key pieces of information. That way, when you try to explain it to people on your videos, you can kind of connect the dots a lot easier there. Food for thought there, sister. Moving on.
Okay, so I'm just back from my date. I wore this little dress. It was a sushi date with a guy from Tinder who we're calling Five Guy because his bio mentioned a lot of fives, including that he's 5'5". And I hadn't exchanged very many messages with him, but he asked me to dinner and he asked to pick me up. Whenever a guy picks me up, I always make sure I get a picture of his driver's license so I can send my friends in case he kidnaps me. But this is the weird thing. When he showed up, he was standing there like something out of a movie, holding flowers, and there's a thank you card. This is like a service, this date. Like I feel like I was gifted a service of some kind. You want to hear what the card said? It says, I appreciate you taking some time to meet with me. This is a small token of my gratitude to you. Yeah, so when he showed up with the flowers and the card, I was like, oh my God, this guy is weird. Like I am in for a weird night. Anyways, it turned out to be super normal. We went for sushi, we went to Brecca, we chatted for almost 3 hours. So the date went really well. At least I think it went well. And the last time I thought a date went well, the guy ghosted me. And the time before that, I texted him and he rejected me. So I am not a very good judge of how well a date goes, but I think this date went really well. Although, I showed his picture to my friend and she said he gives Jeff energy, and Jeff is my toxic ex, and I totally agree he is giving Jeff energy. Jeff was about the same height, around 5'5", and he was really into cars, and this guy's really into cars, so there are some similarities, but this guy sounds like he actually does self-work and has done some self-growth, so totally nothing like my ex Jeff, but let's see if he gets a second date. Let's see if he texts. I love it when a guy texts after being had a great time, because otherwise I will do it, which my friends say is not playing the game, but I like to text if I had a good time and say that I'd like to see them again. So I'm kind of hoping he's the one to text and say he had a good time, but I'm going to give it 24 hours because yeah, I had a good date, but I don't have super strong feelings or anything. I just think it went really well and definitely warrants a second date. So we'll see if he texts.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
All right, I really enjoyed this video. All right, fam, to all my viewers, this is a case study and this girl is about to cook. Now, before I start saying what I'm going to say, to all my viewers, if you have younger family members who are kind of confused as to how women think or how it's going to go in a date if they go the extra mile, please send them this video. I'm about to dissect what just happened here. Okay, so let's start off. She demanded that the guy give a picture of his driver's license. Fam, let me tell you something. That's called PII. Personally identifiable information. Are you a cop to ask me for this? Oh, I just want to feel safe. You want to feel safe? Then we'll have a coffee date at a coffee shop. But no, I'm not giving you that. That's number one. That's a huge red flag. I know she thinks, oh, that's smart on my part. Go ahead, give a woman that ID. She could actually decide to try to steal your identity or not store it well enough, and easily you're a victim of identity theft. I mean, she already said that she sent out a copy of your driver's license to a bunch of her friends, strangers. There you go. You put yourself out there to have your identity stolen. Number two, he brought flowers and a thank you letter. This guy's reaping of blue pill simp energy. And notice, after all he did for her, what did she say? She thought it was going to be weird. Her friends who already have this guy's driver's license were judgy about him. And number three, he's getting compared to the ex, Jeff. And at the end of the night, she says, let's see if the guy gets a second date. Dude, how many red flags did I just call out there? I'm sorry, but this gorilla believes that at the beginning of the date, the moment she said, I want a copy of your driver's license, I would say, well, hey, well, thank you. I don't give that out. We can go out anyway. If you still insist that's a must for us to have a date, well, we don't need to go on a date. Bye. Gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Do not put yourselves in a situation that this simp did. Moving on.
Yes, my twins have different dads. One of the twins' dad is my husband. The other twins' dad is my husband's dad. Both their name is Mark. I'm not gonna keep explaining that to y'all. So yes, one of my daughter, her grandpa is her dad. Yes, my daughters are cousins. Yes, they're sisters. My husband and my daughter, who's by his dad, that's his sister and his daughter, technically, because he claims both of them. He claims both of them as his own. If you let him tell it, he said he's just both his kids. He don't look at them no different. Yes, he claims both of them. Y'all ask, you say, is they identical? Because y'all said they look just alike. So no, technically they're not identical. Because in order to be identical twins, they have to have one egg that splits. They was two eggs that kind of went their own separate ways and was fertilized during, the same time frame. And I just end up having to get pregnant with twins. Okay, what other questions y'all was asking me? Y'all said, how do they look alike? Now they look alike because they're sisters. They're still sisters at the end of the day. And their dad and his dad look alike. So it's still damn near the same damn eggs, the same seeds, the same eggs. So y'all gotta do 2 + 2, make y'all's math equal whatever the y'all want to make it equal. But I'm done answering questions and I'm done thinking for y'all. Y'all think whatever y'all want to think. I'm done.
All right, fam, I'm still not 100% sure that this is actually legit. This may actually still be a skit for her to try to get some clout, try to get some views. I'm hoping that's what's happening here because I'm going to say it. I was shocked by it. Let me get this straight. This queen was banging her husband and her husband's dad around the same time with no protection, and she had 2 eggs fertilized by 2 different men. I.e., so they're fraternal twins, off by maybe a week or 2. That is some ultra instinct level of 304. I'm talking about ultra thought. Now, I gotta say this up front. I'm pretty sure that a lot of my viewers are gonna think, what the hell is wrong with the husband? Because this is gonna be super shocking for you being a husband and a father, finding out, hey, check it out. The twin daughter to my baby is my baby sister. Why did he stick around? I think this is one of the very few cases that a good chunk of my viewers are going to agree. Yeah, some therapy is going to be needed here because this took your imagination and threw it in a blender and popped it back out. You became the petri dish to receive the DNA of 2 men, your husband and his dad. So the baby daddies of your twins are the dad / the grandpa, and you expect this to be treated as normal. Why did you put this out on social media? I still think that this is more of a clout grab than anything else, but in saying that, your husband stuck around, in all honesty, this girl can't even imagine the type of trauma this is going to unpack in the future for those kids. I guess the final question is, why does a man continue to give this thought, who obviously isn't faithful, the wife title that she obviously doesn't deserve? Oh well, look at the bright side. At this rate, in the future, those kids are going to have a younger sibling that might be their uncle / cousin.
That's your wife and my kids.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.